The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on another edition of Bucklebomb Live. With me is Orlando and Seven. How are you guys tonight?
Very good, very good. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing really well, a little overwhelmed if I'm going to be kind of honest at the moment, but I'm getting ready to move as of the 1st. Hey, get out of the kitchen or out of the garbage. My dog, everybody. So yeah, I'm a little nervous. No workout.
Yes.
So the first as in tomorrow or March 1st?
No. The March 1st. I'll be moving back home to Arizona.
Ooh.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Excited for the
I know
move?
it's huh?
Are you excited for the move? Or?
I am. Yeah, I definitely am excited. I wasn't ever sure that I would move back, but I think that the circumstances are just kind of like, it's a good going back, but I also know that I won't be back forever, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So is the time zone? It's still 3 hours, right?
It's Mountain Time or Central. Yeah.
Oh.
It depends what season we're in.
Right.
So in Arizona, the time doesn't change. Like there's no time change, so we're just always the same.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So then we will officially have members of Bucklebomb in all 4 time zones of the U.S. finally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's talk about the big event this weekend. Where some parts fizzled, some parts were exciting. Royal Rumble was on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel we all did pretty well in our predictions for mostly predictable, but I would say still mostly entertaining.
Do you know who won?
I'll have to go back and check. I don't remember who we all picked for everything, but I know at some point, I think we all got everything right. At least one of us.
I think I like 1 or 2 wrong, probably. So.
I think
so none of us won, is what you're saying. That's all I really wanted to know. Did I win?
I think pretty much we all tied, except for I think we all picked Seth Rollins for the men's Rumble.
Oh, that makes sense.
I didn't pick Seth. I picked Sammy. I was bad.
Okay.
But
fine,
you know
what?
Still wrong there, dear.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Like I was saying to everybody, it was just like this event was really good. It was better than last year's, I have to say. Like, the matches flowed actually, even though, some parts were a little like meh, But like I enjoyed the Rumble, both men's and women's, I liked the surprises that they had. Thank God we got Piper Niven back. Her name is back.
Yes.
I'm excited for Kana/Asuka. Love that that makeup that she put up, so I'm just excited for that. I love that mask that she had when she was coming out. That was amazing,
That was great.
Yeah. And I have a feeling that Cody Rhodes is going to be selling that pec injury throughout until he faces Roman, so
the underdog story for Mania.
Yes. I mean, he looks jacked though. I mean, he looks really like he had a good diet and stuff, like, so Seven wants to say something. Go ahead.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
You're good.
And speaking of some of our favorite moments, Sammy may not have been in the Rumble, but overall, he definitely won the Rumble. Post Universal title match, that crowd getting really behind him.
Yes. I mean, people were saying that this is like on par with Austin versus McMahon. I don't know if I would say that Bloodline storyline is up there, but it's really good, So I'm just like, it's above like Daniel Bryan versus The Authority, It's almost to like where it's like Triple H versus Batista back in 2005. If y'all remember that story, that was like a really good story. Like if you want to like ever go back to how Batista rose to fame because of that rivalry they had with Triple H.
So my concern was never, or my issues were never about the storyline itself. I definitely think that in most recent years, at least in the last 15, maybe even 20 years, that this storyline that's happening with the Bloodline and Sammy is the best that they've had. My issue with it was that it was a SmackDown episode at the end of the pay-per-view. It didn't need all that. Like, too many matches were cut short for that delivery.
No, it was not that. It was actually the whole Hardy performance, which that's why a lot of the wrestlers didn't like that. So it was reported because of Hardy's performance. And I'm sorry, who is Hardy? Like, what was that? Like country rock or something? I didn't know that they started doing country rock now.
Well, country rock and country metal and country rap is all a thing, but yeah.
There's country rap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, because they had, what was it, Nelly and Tim McGraw a couple years ago, that one song?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Dilemma.
No, right.
Yes.
Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I guess so. But
yeah, reports what I'm seeing, I believe it was on Fightful, maybe I could be wrong, was that it took half an hour to put because they had to take the ring apart to put him in the ring instead of just, doing it on the ramp, which is what they should have done. But it took half an hour to take it down and then put it back up after his performance. So I think that's, like Orlando said, I think that's what kind of caused some of the matches to get cut short.
Well, I mean, you got to realize that the main event was like an hour, right? I mean, a lot of that could have went.
Not really. I don't think it was an hour. Was it an hour? I don't remember.
From the time that the bell rang until the time that all the drama and everything else happened and the walk off, it was about an hour.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that long ramp was, I was like, you had to wait for some of those people. I'm like, some of them that couldn't even run fast. So, so I don't know, but
Hang on, I'm pulling up the official match time for the main event. Official match time, bell to bell, was 19 minutes, 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it that you had... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll say factor in entrances, that's probably another 5 minutes. And then the whole Bloodline storm at the end is probably another 10 to 15.
Yeah. I mean, they finished after midnight, but I mean, the fans were on their feet. They were very compelled by it. So, I mean, I think a lot of people were just saying, like, could they see Sami Zayn beat Roman Reigns? And I'm just like, you know what? Not yet. I'm thinking that in the next pay-per-view, probably we'll get into that. But I could still see, Sami and Kevin Owens versus the Usos. Because, I mean, with Jey Uso kind of like, well, spoiler alert, he stepped away because after the whole beatdown, he didn't join in. So everybody's questioning about Jey Uso, but I have a feeling he's probably going to fall in line or something, but we'll see. But
I don't know who said the ending angle was at least 40 minutes. I couldn't agree more.
That was Hector.
Haters. No, I'm kidding. No. Look. There's a lot of people that didn't like it. So, of course, Jim Cornette hated it. Well, no, he liked it and hated it because, of course, his logic was he's thinking of it as a wrestler. But because of the fact that this was kind of like a Vince McMahon sports entertainment thing, he kind of let it pass. So, because it was compelling, people were talking about it. So it was just like, so that's why. But, he saw the flaws in it. So, which I get it.
How about the aesthetics, the cool aesthetics of the Pitch Black match?
That was my favorite, my absolute favorite. I loved the colors. I mean, I'm a huge lights fan, and that was a perfect thing. Everything glowed.
Mm-hmm.
It was the perfect amount of high for it. It was great.
LA Knight's gear just reflecting under the black light perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know stealing gimmicks was a thing from Naomi's, so but I get it. I didn't really like the match too much. I mean, it was just like it was weird. It was like I like the whole mask thing that he was wearing, so I'm interested in that. So I'm just wondering where it goes. So the match was really short, and I just didn't get it, So that was me.
The match itself was borderline okay at best, but like that idea and like they just need to do NXT that color.
Have any of you tasted the Mountain Dew Pitch Black? Oh, you have, Sarah? How is it?
Yeah. It's good. It's like a grape soda Mountain Dew. The formula they're using for this batch, which is saying is a limited edition, to me tastes different than the original. I like the original better. I mean, this is still okay. I've bought a few bottles since its release.
Right. Okay. Yes. So yeah. So some of the surprises were underwhelming for me. Some of them, not all of them. What should I call it? Like Logan Paul.
John
Yeah.
Perry agreeing with you, Orlando. Happy that Piper Niven is back.
Yes. You know what? Well, I'm glad because I've heard that she got a bad case of COVID, and then she was out for a while. So good thing that she's back. So, good thing that she's back. Now it's
She looked good in the Rumble too.
Oh, of course. Of course she is. Logan Paul, like I like that little spot that he did with Ricochet, but they're giving him too much spotlight. I like the fact that all of them were beating him up. I thought they were going to toss him out too, but that's just me.
I hate that I like him because he's so good.
Yes, I know. Exactly. Like, everybody likes him because of his, like, how good he is. It's just such a turd. Sorry. But
nobody can argue that.
Can we talk about the 10-minute match that Cody Rhodes and Gunther had? That was amazing. That's going to be a future match. That's going to be a future title match right there.
I wonder, is that the longest the final two have gone together in a Rumble? Because it just seems like that was a really long time.
They reported because it was almost the same time as Undertaker, Shawn Michaels in 2007.
Okay.
So, which was around 7 minutes. So they went like 7-8 minutes. So it was like a little bit longer. So, but, of course,
And of course, other notable returns. Cody Rhodes made his return, obviously winning the Rumble. We're hearing he didn't get cleared until that very day. So
that explains why he got the number 30 spot.
Yeah.
I was like, why he got I thought he was going to start like at number 1 or in the middle, but, he got the 30 spot. But, congrats to Gunther, Liv Morgan, and Rhea getting the Iron Person, for the Rumble. Gunther the whole time. I was like, he beat Rey Mysterio's record. It was like an hour and 12 minutes, I think it was. Almost.
Ray, I think, was an hour and 2 or hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Gunther went like an hour and 10.
Yeah.
Although that is the 30-man Royal Rumble Iron Man record. Daniel Bryan overall, I think he went like an hour and 26 in that 50-man Rumble.
Yeah, nobody's gonna beat that. I mean, depending on if they're gonna try to beat that, but we'll see.
I can see. I've heard rumblings that they might expand to a 40-man Royal Rumble. We'll see.
Yeah. What say you, Seven, about the Women's Rumble? Did you like the Women's Rumble?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of the highlight. I mean, it was probably the best match of the night.
I enjoyed the when. Yeah, there were some people that didn't really like it because it was like it had a lot of a flow of like high and low and stuff. But that's how it's supposed to be in a Rumble. It's supposed to have those high and lows,
If you check go ahead.
I would have liked to have seen more women from the the Attitude Era or from there, but it's fine. Like it was a decent match for a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they had Michelle McCool, she was sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
She almost fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you go check out our match rankings up on bucklebombentertainment.com, the Women's Rumble was our highest ranked match for the night.
Was that our lowest pay-per-view rating?
For the year, yes, but in fairness, there's only been 2 pay-per-views so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, of course.
3.
Yeah, you're forgetting Impact.
Impact, Hard to Kill, and then Royal Rumble. What else has there been this year? So we haven't ranked New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom yet.
Oh, okay, that's probably why. Okay, that explains. Okay. Oh,
and we do.
By the way, Sarah, your favorite Pat McAfee is back.
Yes, I was getting to that. I don't know if you saw the reports. They actually didn't tell Corey Graves or Michael Cole that he was coming back. So their reaction you saw when his music hit was genuine.
Yeah.
How was their reaction? So I missed like the first 15 minutes of it. Like, were they shocked or were they pissed or?
Yeah. Well,
Really
Corey,
overshot. Cole didn't recognize the music at first. Like, what's
yeah,
going on here?
yeah.
And then
No, Michael Corey was more shocked than Corey because Corey was still playing the heel, like trying to play it cool. But I think he was happy that, Pat
Oh, yeah.
McAfee is back, you know.
So I wonder what they're doing with Wade.
Well, that brings us to another part. The other guy with Corey on Monday night,
Kevin
Patrick, has been hired by.
Has been what?
So that might have been his last night.
He was hired for what was it, NBC Sports, or what was it? I forgot what was the
Major League Soccer, MLS.
Yes. I mean, you don't know. Maybe it will be just during the week, not on Mondays. Maybe he's still gonna try to do double duties. You never know. So I mean, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
but
Maybe Wade moves to Monday Night Raw, or they try a 3-man team on SmackDown. We shall see.
Or maybe they just get rid of Corey.
I mean, he is cleared for wrestling. I don't know if he wants to try to come back to wrestling.
I'm just so tired of him mansplaining everything.
So 2 other returns we didn't get to until Monday Night Raw. Rick Boogs is finally back. He
Oh,
looked like he
nice.
back in his time off.
Mm-hmm. He faced The Miz and squashed him while he was in his suit. Best stuff.
Good stuff.
And then we see the return of Carmella as well, who will be in a Fatal 4-Way match next week.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mella.
Yeah, she's back to like that gimmick. She's not the what was it, the Staten Island Princess or something like that, I think.
Yeah, the Princess of Staten Island, the Mella is money.
Yeah, so
we did miss one big return, a record-setting return that Seven is really excited about. Chelsea Green is back in WWE.
Oh yeah, love her. Already in WWE and already breaking records.
Yes.
I'm gonna actually enjoy this gimmick that she's gonna do. I think she's gonna do it well. She's playing like a Karen-like type of character.
Mm-hmm.
I think she could pull that off.
Yeah, last night she goes up to Adam Pearce and starts complaining about her accommodations, how there was no Swiss chocolates, no spring water.
It fits her very well. So how I ended up knowing about Chelsea Green, like I knew about her from WWE, kind of, sort of. When she got released, she always came off to me as like the high school mean girl, so I was never like really a fan of her. And then I was like bored one day at work. I think I was having to work an overnight or something, and I found out that she had a podcast. And then so I started listening to her podcast that she had for like 6 months. And I absolutely was like, oh my God, we would so be friends. Like her humor is kind of the same. And then Sarah over there doesn't like her. So I was like, I wonder if Sarah's like low key, like hates us both. No, I'm just kidding. But
when me and Lego talk about hating you, that's between me and him, not you.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so that's how I actually became a big fan of Chelsea Green. Is just, I think that she's hilarious. I think she's got a good personality, and I've seen a couple of her matches since then. She's actually really good in the ring. So.
Oh yeah, she's good. Yeah.
I'm
just
excited.
Unfortunate she had bad luck when she went to the main roster in her original WWE run, breaking her wrists twice.
Yeah.
And her Impact or her NXT one.
Yes.
Yeah. She always says like she has to break her wrist somehow when she's gonna debut or something, but we'll see.
This time she didn't break her wrist, she broke a record. Shortest Rumble elimination.
Right. Now, do you think that her husband Matt Cardona is gonna come? I mean, everybody was expecting him to come in the Rumble, but
I think he could come. I almost hope he doesn't. I don't know what the Hunter's WWE looks like. Hell, to be honest, we don't even know what the future of WWE looks like. So it's really hard for me to be like, oh, it would be a bad decision if he came in right now, or it'd be better, because all I have to gear it towards is our last couple of years, right? So with that being said, off of that, no. I mean, I kind of hope he doesn't. I think he's doing amazing things in the Indies. I mean, he's the king of the Indies after all. If he can support his family and everything else doing independence, do the independence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he could just do a one-off, like if Chelsea has like this big old beef with a guy and stuff, maybe she'll just call her husband and then he just shows up one time, and that's about it. He doesn't have this time like an exclusive contract with WWE. So
I would like to see him there just because I think he's great, but
yeah, of course,
he's that star factor in the Indies that the star needs, or that the Indies need. Sorry.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Gary in the comments. I think if he does, Cardona will return to Raw after Mania to join Cody in the ring with a most likely title win, but at the same time, agree with Seven. Woo, 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 you know it.
I mean, he did trademark Zack Ryder, so maybe he doesn't want WWE to own it. So,
but he did reply back and say, "Is this true?" to Sean. So I mean, he knows how to play the internet, like,
oh, of course,
obviously. So
of course,
So we'll break away, go to a little bit of. We'll come back to WWE in their future 2 premium live events coming up. What impact on big news, or not really news at this point, but the rumor mill saying that Dirty Dango has signed with Impact Wrestling.
Oh, I could see that.
Yes, I'm excited for that. I think they're trying to add more to their roster because they keep losing people. I mean, like Dirty Dango, he'll probably be a great addition. Like he's a great comedy act, so I'm excited just to see what he can do. So,
and not just a comedy act, he can wrestle, he can do good.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens with him. If you guys aren't watching Impact, what's wrong with you?
Thank you. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
$1.99 a month, people, to watch the newest episodes. I'm just saying.
As it's live, it's crazy.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the hottest free agent from New Japan, Ibushi.
And I sent this to Seven just to make him happy for this morning. So
he is making his first appearance for GCW wrestling. Seven, since you are the resident GCW mark, how does this make you feel?
It actually super excites me. Anything GCW, anything New Japan. Obviously, he's no longer with New Japan. I'm excited to see him. I think, and he's up for several shows, so we'll see how it goes. I'm interested to see what kind of style he'll bring. If he'll go towards more of the hardcore, extreme death type matches, or if he'll just beat the shit out of everybody, which is what he's known for.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Ali Catch wants to have a match with him, so I mean, bring it on.
Ali Catch is absolutely amazing.
Oh no, of course. She could beat any man or woman. So.
The funny thing is, I did not like her when I first saw her.
Really? Why?
No, me and you both saw her, and we didn't like her.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get it at first, but then after like a while, I was like...
It was the match. She was in a really bad sexist match at the time.
That's what it was. Yeah, no, now I remember. Yeah, I was like, what was this match? And then what if she was wearing? I was like, we were judging her on the outfit and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's fine because that's my gimmick. But but no, it was just like, so we were really me and Orlando had not seen GCW before. Our other co-owner Daniel was like, no, you guys gotta watch it. And both of us kind of shitted on it, and I definitely looked for the worst of it just so I could go with my biased opinion. But something obviously clicked in me that I really enjoyed it because the matches were phenomenal. And I'm glad that they don't just do death matches. But Ali Catch was my first experience. She was in a really sexist, attitude era. The guy was sticking fingers in places that they didn't belong.
Yeah,
type of match, and it was just really ugh. And this is supposed to be the GCW girl. So at that time I didn't like her. But then 2 matches later, she had a couple bangers, and I was like, okay, girl, you won me over.
Yeah, of course. And of course, Effie does a lot of his big gay brunches on GCW, so I'm always supporting that. Queer wrestling. So and she's always there, so I gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
Gary mentioned that Ibushi will be taking on Viking, saying that's going to be a great match.
Oh, it's going to be
Okay.
incredible. That could
Mhm.
possibly be the match of the year.
We'll
I
have to
have a
wait and find out.
I have a feeling that Coda just wants to do indies for a couple of months and then probably go to AEW, so he can be back with Kenny.
100%. Oh, I didn't even think of that angle. But 100% he's going to show face in AEW. I don't know if he'll sign, but I don't know.
I have to rewatch the whole Golden Lovers because I'm just like because everybody talks about that tag team, like when what was it, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi were a tag team,
Mhm.
so yeah, I have to like try
Mhm.
to find it somewhere to watch it.
It's on New Japan. Oh, wait, no. That was with DDT Pro.
I'll find it.
I'll look it up for you because I know which one you're talking about. Okay, continue.
Yes.
So speaking of Kenny Omega, he was having visa issues for a little bit, but according to Dave Meltzer, so take it for what it's worth, those visa issues have been fixed and should be at Dynamite this week. Whether he's on TV or not is to remain seen. But
Who was that?
Kenny Omega
Mm.
Yeah.
was having some visa issues.
It's weird that a lot of the talent that are not like American are having always visa issues. I don't know what's going on with our government with that.
Oh, I can answer that because I have to do a lot, or I was doing a lot of background checks, and it kind of goes around with that. So with the government and the background checks and anything that has to do with that, we use Orchards, but it's still government based. It is that they are super shorthanded, that they have nobody being able to check and keep up with it. Usually what used to take us a turnaround of a day to get somebody clearances back is taking up to 14 days now.
Mm.
And this is in the medical field. So just keep in mind, like, if it's not urgent, then you're pushed way back.
That's fucked up. Like so much, like a lot of the talent has an issue, like when it comes to their visas. Like what the last year there's been reports, so I'm not surprised that we're.
I mean, that's
short.
what kept Tegan Knox away for so long too. She was having a visa issue getting over here.
Yeah. Also, like everybody else, like I forget who else was it that had, but that sucks.
It makes sense to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
It does make sense. Just it sucks.
America, do better.
We've been saying that for far too long at this point. Hey, can you put up that one? I can't read it from here, but it says something about Elite versus AR Fox.
Oh yeah, they did announce that. I saw that on Rampage, I think it was, that the Top Flight decided to challenge the Elite with AR Fox for the trios titles.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should be a great match.
Because of course, Top Flight beat the Bucks, so just like they felt like they're froggy, so they want to jump to those trios titles. So
when is that match? So I won't miss it. That match is also very easily could be match of the year.
Oh, of course, come on now.
At least
I'm assuming Gary posted that.
Yep.
Gary, give me the date of that. Is it tomorrow? Please let it be tomorrow.
I don't think they've announced when it's going to be yet. Just that it'll happen.
Oh.
Yes.
Boo.
So speaking of tomorrow's Dynamite, though, we got two potentially great matches. Jade Cargill goes for win number 50, taking on Red Velvet for the TBS title.
Yep.
I don't see her losing this match. But...
No, of course not. I don't know who else they're gonna have to beat Jade. I don't know yet. So that's the thing. So it says to be announced. So I think probably what happened was that they probably was waiting for Kenny's visa thing. So they'll probably add it soon. Maybe not.
Diamante could. They just started taking they just started a storyline evolution or elevation rather. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, but she's injured. We'll wait for her when she gets back, Foo.
Put up Gary. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Gary wants to learn. She's teasing some comebacks, some rumbling. So, could be soon. Could be Revolution.
You never know. Maybe.
Oh, you're saying it should be her to take her off. So hold it until she comes back. Okay. I mean, I don't hate that idea.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, when is the next pay-per-view for them? It's in March, right?
Revolution will be March.
Okay.
First weekend in March, I believe.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. Yeah, they have like a full month. They can build up that feud. Yeah.
All right. So
Oh
the
wait,
other
hold on. This comment right here. No, I want it now.
be patient. Be patient.
Yeah.
The other big match, I cannot wait for this match, and it should be the main event, but probably won't be. Bryan Danielson versus Timothy Thatcher tomorrow night.
That's gonna be
That's
good.
gonna be intense.
Mhm.
Of course. Look, Bryan Danielson has not had a bad match. Okay, name a bad match from Bryan Danielson. See,
I
you're
can't.
thinking exactly. You can't. See, like this is gonna be a banger. It's gonna be physical. I think Thatcher is gonna probably beat the shit out of Bryan Danielson, and I'm here for it.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know Timothy Thatcher was still wrestling. I didn't realize he was with Pro Wrestling Noah. So that's news to me. But glad he's still out there working.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew he was in Japan just because I had Wrestle Universe when Joey went over, and I watched a lot of it for a while. I do appreciate that comment about yeah, we get Wardlow tomorrow. I fancy. Oh, he has no hair either, does he? Where does he live? Where is he originally from? Or his hometown, whatever. I'm not trying to sound stalker, I promise.
Yeah. Hey, where are they tomorrow though?
I know, that's what I was asking. I was wondering where his hometown is considered. We'll wait patiently for his comments.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we haven't seen him since he got his hair choppy, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
Okay, I got an answer. Wardlow is from Cleveland, Ohio, and the show is in Dayton, Ohio tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, yes, and also that's where your husband, Hangman Adam Page, is facing Jon Moxley for their rubber match.
Yeah.
Moxley is from Cincinnati.
Oh, so I'm assuming Page will lose. Boo.
No, I have a feeling they're gonna do a draw because they're gonna save that last one for the pay-per-view. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because like I mean, come on now. Like they had two great matches. I think they need to have the rubber match in the pay-per-view. That would be a great, like, pay-per-view type of match,
Okay, so before we wrap it up, there's two, we got some announcements as far as future WWE pay-per-views or premium live events. We got two match announcements, although we don't know the full participants yet, for Elimination Chamber happening February 18th. There will be the men's Elimination Chamber match will be for the U.S. title. Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Johnny Gargano qualified, of course, along with Austin Theory. And then the women's Elimination Chamber will be for number one contender for the Raw Women's title to face Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. In that is Raquel Gonzalez, Asuka, Nikki Cross, and who was the other one?
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Yes. Okay, so somebody I heard another podcast that said that they could add Ronda Rousey to this match. So we'll get Bianca versus Ronda. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, it is a big match for Bianca. So we'll see. I mean, like, Ronda wants to do tag stuff with Shayna, so I don't know why they wouldn't want to have her in the tag division. That would help tremendously for the tag division,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so we'll see about that. But if it's not Ronda, then I want Asuka. Give us this version of Asuka versus Bianca. That'd be a fun match.
Agree. And one other rumor I did hear as a possibility for Elimination Chamber would be Sammy versus Roman.
Yes, of course. No, look.
Why?
Because Sammy wants revenge. Sammy wants to get back at the bloodline, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, look, he's not gonna win. He's gonna put up a fight. It's in the home country of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So he's gonna get a major pop. Roman's gonna crush him. The fans are going to be sad, but then they'll applaud him because he stood up for himself. So it's simple.
What if he does win?
I mean, that crowd is going to go ape shit.
Maybe he wins, but it's only by disqualification.
No,
I just feel
no,
like
no.
it should just be like an important event. Like Elimination Chamber is not really
Well,
like top
okay.
tier.
For me, I think this is what's going to happen. I'm thinking that Sami's not going to be away from the title picture. I'm thinking what's happening is just that he will probably be involved somehow, like with Roman and the Bloodline, because I think they'll probably have like some payoff for him, you know. So, I mean, I could see him maybe like because a lot of people are saying like maybe Roman's not gonna lose at WrestleMania, so he may lose it at SummerSlam because it's going to be his what is it, 4-year anniversary, 3rd-year anniversary, I forget. So, I mean, that would make sense, but we'll see.
For sure.
Yes.
I mean, WWE could be painted into a corner, similar to Daniel Bryan or Kofi Mania, where he's just so over they got no choice but to put some sort of belt on him.
Well, I mean, like Cody did a great promo on Monday Night Raw, and the fans were really into him. Like that main event match, the fans were on their feet. They were alive for him. So, I mean, that was a good match, though. I have to say, him versus Finn Balor. So,
I mean, if Roman's not dropping a title at Elimination Chamber, then he's could be doing double duty, defending one title each night.
We'll see. I mean,
that would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors of like what will be night one's main event. I've heard that it will probably be. Well, I don't know if you want to run down what are the WrestleMania matches so far.
So we got 2 WrestleMania matches announced, of course. Cody Rhodes winning the Men's Rumble, so it'll be him versus Roman at WrestleMania. If you go by what history states, that's going to be the night 2 main event. On night 1, Rhea Ripley winning the Women's Rumble, and everybody thought she would choose Bianca because we didn't get that match, but instead she chooses Charlotte Flair because she has yet to ever beat Charlotte Flair and wants to overcome that hurdle.
So the rumor that I'm hearing is that night one's main event could be the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So that would be a big win for all 4 of those men because one, the Usos finally will be on a WrestleMania defending their titles, and they'll be on the main event, and they've been in WWE for over a decade, so kudos for them. It will be Sami's first main event spot that he'll have at a WrestleMania. And of course, KO, that will be his second one. And then he'll be probably becoming what was it called? The Grand Slam or Triple Crown? I forget what it is. But yeah.
Triple.
Yeah, Triple Crown. Yeah. But I mean, I would love it if the women would main event, but they're still trying to rebuild this women's division, so, I
think it depends where we see the momentum going, what the fans are going to be behind, where they'll put for the main event.
Oh, no. Rhea's getting that SmackDown championship, no doubt. She's going to be the first youngest woman to win every single title, like singles title, let me correct myself, in WWE. She's like, what, 25? That's crazy. It's crazy.
Did she hold the UK women's title? I don't think so. Did she?
She was the first one, yeah.
She was, yeah.
So she'll be the only woman, potentially, at least at this point, to hold the UK, NXT, Raw, and SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yep.
And the only age of 25 years old.
Yeah.
She's absolutely amazing. So for me, she deserves it.
Exactly. Everybody wants her to be like undefeated and stuff. So I don't blame them. So, and I think like this is what Triple H wants to do. Like he wants to like really help her, because like he wanted to do something different with Rhea versus Charlotte back 3 years ago. So, so now he'd be able to right that ship. So we'll see.
Yeah. And that's going to be a good match, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, of course. Especially with this type of Rhea and then Charlotte as a face. I mean, people will still boo her, but we'll see. You think it's going to be a good match, Simon? Rhea versus Charlotte? I mean, she said it in the promo. Like, she gets better. Like, it's shocking. So
Charlotte's, I mean, she's had bad matches, sure, but like she's one of the few that can deliver every single time. She has that it star factor, and she is the girl. There's a reason why they keep giving her the belt. There's a reason why she keeps being that number one person. I mean, even if they take the belt off of her, she doesn't need a belt. She's above having a belt at this point. So
Exactly.
She's there to elevate others.
if you guys don't like it,
Exactly. Just remembering
Gary.
I just remember her in NXT when she first started. Like she was like so green, but now look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm assuming other matches we'll probably see. I mean, we're obviously going to get Ray versus Dominic Mysterio.
Of course, Mm-hmm. What's the face?
I just don't want it because that means Ray's gonna retire.
You don't know. Maybe he'll beat his son. You don't know.
No. No. Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll have a couple of matches, sure, but like, Ray's winning. I mean, I feel just Ray's like ready.
The only way I can see Dominic or Ray winning is if they're planning a career versus career match at like SummerSlam.
Like, what do you mean? Like
a loser
leaves
WWE.
WWE.
Okay. I could see
What do you guys want to see Gunther face at WrestleMania?
I think he's gonna face Drew.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because like they were in the Rumble together for a while, so I'm thinking he's gonna have like everybody thought it was gonna be Brock. I don't know. Brock is going after Bobby again, and they're gonna save that for Mania.
Drew as an IC champion, I like it. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while for him. So
wait, how long has Drew left on his contract? He's coming up, isn't he?
At least till next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully he'll resign.
I mean, I would love it if Sheamus would win the IC title to just complete his. But I don't know. Maybe he already. What's the word? He accepted it. Maybe he's probably never gonna get it. So.
What title? The
like
main?
No, the IC title. Like that's the last title that he's missing for his career.
Grand Slam.
Oh, he'll get it.
You think so?
He'll be the one to pick it up through.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, wait. Isn't SummerSlam going to be at Nashville again?
Oh yeah, and they both live there. Or no, I don't know.
Yeah,
Sheamus does.
Yeah, Sheamus does. So I'm saying like his second home, Nashville. He'll win it in Nashville. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With his wife and
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I heard another report of a match: Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh my god, that match would be absolutely amazing.
That would be good. We've heard Cena and Logan Paul as well, because that's what Logan Paul wants. But then again, it could be Cena and Austin Theory.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it because, like, Austin Theory is teasing it. Like, he keeps saying certain words that are about Cena.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean.
Who do we want for the tag teams? Women's tag team, sorry.
I think that's where you'll see Ronda and Shayna Baszler come in.
If Ronda's not in a program with Bianca, so we'll see about that. So, well, depending on like if they want to use Ronda to face Bianca, or they'll just do something else. So,
wait, who's the tag team? Who's the male tag teams? Is it still
Usos holding both
for both of them?
But they finally split it up now, so they're defending each brand title separately now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have two different champions. Interesting.
Yeah,
that would make sense. They could use that as like a main title, like for main events on SmackDown and Raw. Like, but they just got to build their division.
Yeah. And I think they've been doing better at rebuilding and reestablishing tag teams again.
I agree. Vince has always been, because I did that. I got up to 97, so I watched all of the pay-per-views up until like 97, maybe 96. I got a little lost. Anyways, long story longer. Vince never liked tag team championship wrestling or a tag team. He would just put them together to give it a gimmick or to give somebody a spot. Like he's always done that since the 80s. Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me that WWE has the weakest division. Are you reading some gossip or something?
Yeah,
Because you look so.
I need your password for GCW because I just shared something in the chat. I want to see that match really bad.
Okay.
Uno momento.
Yes.
Can we announce it here?
Yes. They just confirmed it.
Oh. Okay.
Well, Orlando, I'll let you announce this one.
It's gonna be Kota Ibushi versus Speedball Mike Bailey.
Where?
GCW Collective, March 30th.
It's actually Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 9.
Oh, Bloodsport 9, sorry.
Yep.
March 30th in LA. Sorry.
So WrestleMania week is absolutely fucking nuts because wrestling. So it's not just WWE that you go to. Independents have gotten really, really smart with their businesses. And those who make enough money that can travel and bring in certain talent will also go to those big cities and will do shows. GCW is putting on a bunch of shows in a collaboration with others. So they'll have Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. GCW has 3 or 4 things on their own. We get Joey Janela's Spring Break. It's absolutely amazing. Like, it's probably the one week that I would probably take off of work if I had the option to.
Yeah.
So WrestleMania 40 is in Philadelphia, just a few short hours away from me. I might skip WrestleMania and just go to some of these indie events instead.
Oh my god, I would go with you.
At least go to Effie's Big Gay Brunch. That's always fun. I love those.
Don't you tell me how to live my life. I will go to Effie's Big Gay Brunch if I want to go to Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
Okay.
She wants to go though, just to be clear.
That's what I'm saying.
Totally
But yeah. So sorry if I gagged a little bit there because like Mike Bailey is just amazing. Like he's having the best like year of his career, you know. And that man did not wrestle for several years because of his visa and stuff. So now, like, thank God for Impact to show the world, and then he's going all over the place. So
again, watch him.
Hold on.
No.
Impact. No. Places had him go.
Know him through Impact. No.
People do not know him just through Impact. He killed it on every single indies way before he went to Impact.
I said it started from Impact, and then he went and like go around.
No, other way around there, sir. He was killing it, and then he went to Impact.
Anyways.
Look, I'm just happy that he has been able to brace his presence on Impact, but let's not give his popularity solely to Impact. He brought popularity to Impact.
Anyways.
All right. Well, let's end it here for tonight. It was a great show. Again, watch Impact. That is on Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's absolutely amazing. I mean, you should do it. And their monthly subscription is only like $7.99. If you buy it for a year, it's $6.99. You get like 12 pay-per-views a month and the complete history of Impact, going all the way back to the very first pay-per-view, TNA 1, when they're doing their weekly pay-per-views for $9.99. I used to want to watch them so bad because all I had for TV at that time was WWE, and although like I liked WWE, I wanted different brands. So anyways, we used to have to download it on LimeWire to get certain matches. Do you guys remember what LimeWire was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or maybe it was Kazaa at the time. I don't know. But that's how I'd be able to watch. That was my only like couple of times I was able to watch matches. And I remember specifically always seeing the SATs, Amazing Red, and Low Key. So there's no point to this story other than just memory.
Making us feel old LimeWire reference.
Yeah. Just remembering. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy when I can remember things.
Orlando, any other fond memories that you want to share with the class?
No, just I'm just happy that I watch wrestling. That's what it is. That wrestling found me as a teenager, you know. So,
Sarah, what about you? We all shared our heart and soul. What's your fond memories of wrestling?
I have no heart and soul.
Ah,
Oh, well, in the big news circuit, I have tickets for my first actual indie event coming up same night as Elimination Chamber, so I'll be able to watch it with you guys. I went
Oh,
to Immortal Championship Wrestling. Yeah, I forget. Immortal Wrestling Revolution.
ooh.
Some big names have have been there. The current champion actually beat, was it Dirty Dango for the championship? So Dirty Dango's been there. Masha's on the active roster there.
And this is
names.
for Immortal?
Hold on, let me pull it up here. Immortal Championship Wrestling, ICW. They run in the central New York, upstate New York
Okay.
area.
Nice. How far away are you from Maine?
Couple hours.
Oh, okay.
Couple hours, yeah.
Because they have Limitless Wrestling there, or is it Beyond Limitless? And they do an absolute amazing show. They bring a lot of big names out there, but Durango is one of the ones that I can remember. He's from Portland, Maine, so
All right.
makes sense for him. Thanks for joining my story time, guys.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great night.